Welcome to the Samarkando Sports Complex here in Painesville. It is Ball Rangers, the Sierra Leonean champions of the Sierra Leone Premier League, and Sierra Belouizdad of Algeria, the Algerian champions. Quickly, we can run through the Total Energy CAF Champions League preliminaries. First round, so let's go strictly to the lineups. First, starting with the host. This match is taking place at the SKD Sports Complex in Liberia. First, Ball Rangers. Ball Rangers lined up in a 4-3-3 formation. They got Kalon Kolako, who also played for the Sierra team. Kanu Toure and Abongora playing up front. Dorami and Kamara are in the center of the field. Mohamed Kamara and Cabo, as well as Mansari, as Kamara also played in the back four position. For Sierra Belouizdad, Jescam, they line up. They also line up the 4-3-3 formation, but they got Karim pointing in the back. We got Yulif, Johan Charut, Noktat, Hussein, Zakaria, and Lud, as well as Ali are playing from the right hand side, and Oloyi and Khan are playing in the central forward position. So we will be looking forward to the startup. The referee comes from the Gambia, talking about the central referee. At Hassan Abubakar Bass, coming from the Gambia, is assisted by Abdulaziz Jawo, Ifara Jaru, and Omar Silla, the assistant. The reserve referee is Omar Silla in this encounter. We're waiting now for this match to get started. We're waiting for this match to get started. Just the referee to pick up. My name is Moses Gazel here in Liberia. It's Ball Rangers making their debut appearance in the CAF Champions League. A water club just on the border with Liberia and Ball. Wala Anayo bouncing up for Balozi, comes from Nigeria, number 24. And the Sierra Leoneans, I made all of domestic players. Comes Sierra Leone's captain, finds his statement, who push one high up off field. But it's the Moroccans who will have the belly hand. Rogano finds his fullback wearing number 2 jersey. A Chau. His Chau square 75 side for his captain. Number 18 is Joani. Joan plays a square through. Plays through. Foul. First foul committed by Sierra Leone's Ball Rangers, number 22. It's Arhas Darami. Darami is the one who commits a foul, so it's free kick to the Sierra Leoneans, the Moroccans. She's the captain. All right. Thank you very much. There's a comment is we are giving here live at SK Stadium in Liberia. We are watching the CAF Club Championship today. Rangers playing against Belarus. And in case you're just joining us into the commentaries, Belarus are all dressed in red, white, number jersey, red and white stockings, and Rangers with their usual attire. It's really fascinating one here at the SK Stadium in Liberia. Rangers playing against Belarus, and it's the starting of the match between the two teams. That is Rangers attacking now. Nazri, he loses the ball easily.
as it is at the moment, it's 0-0, and we wait to see how things will turn out here this afternoon. But with me, I am Alexander Tula, the African teacher, and with me in the studio, I've got my man, Joseph Conte. He's here with me to, Joseph, let's just have a look at what has happened so far. And it's been quite an interesting one. We've seen a free flow kind of football, and a lot of people who are watching right now would agree with the fact that it's indeed quite an interesting moment to witness between this Algerian side and Bo Rangers.
Yeah, it's really fascinating one, seeing two of the teams, and Belarus and that of Bo Rangers. But I was currently, as we are giving you commentaries, two of the teams are yet to see how best they can get the opener. But they're having fine players that know how to knock the ball, length and breadth, and they are taking their time. Two of the teams, they are very outstanding in terms of the possession. They have been possessing well, but they're yet to see how best we can get that player that will go past defenders and get that opener. Well, we're having most of the dignitaries are here watching this fascinating, but Bo Rangers, they are attacking now.
Bo Rangers attacking and quite inside the box. Somebody goes with that one over the crossbar. Over the crossbar. That would have just been the cutting razor there, but of course it was a missed opportunity, and we'll have to wait for another glorious moment to see whether we can actually see Bo Rangers taking the goals. It's the Algerian side inside their own half with the ball. Let's see. Somebody picks that one up, sends it infield, and just enough for goalkeeper. The Bo Rangers goalkeeper picking up that one, and that's Sisse Ibrahim. Ibrahim sends it. Somebody turns. He tries to take up to put a foot onto that one, but it's deflected. And of course, we continue to watch Bo Rangers in their defense inside their own half, controlling the ball very well. A player picks that one up, and somebody goes down in an easy fashion, not in the interest of the referee. Man in number 20 is going to take that one. And of course, here's Yusuf. Yusuf takes it. And the ball goes. A quick one this time. Bo Rangers on the ascendancy. Can they actually get something from this? Player volleys the ball infield. It goes into the box. A chance, but no. And no way there. No way there. The player who actually went for the ball to make the difference there could have done much more better. I think a lot more was expected of him.
It was a good attacking coming from Nazgi and also clever piece of defending coming from Belarus. What we are seeing currently, two of the teams are attacking at the same time they are defending. But it's nothing to Belarus and nothing to Boranges. It's really fascinating football we are watching here at the SK Stadium in Liberia.
It's well attended by officials that have got to do with sports. Back in Sierra Leone, here in Liberia, Bo Rangers are playing home away from home. A foul in the process. Referee has got a lot of work to do here. Remember, this guy is coming from Algeria. This is a team that can actually, play the fast football. And Bo Rangers, they've got to apply some physique on this particular one. But let's see if anything good could come out of this for either side. But it's quite an open moment. And Sierra Leoneans back home would be hoping, whilst the Algerians themselves will be very much hopeful that something good is going to come out of this match for CRB.
Two of the teams are well-structured teams in terms of putting players together. But what we are seeing, two of the teams want to get an early goal, but we are still in the first 45 minutes between the two teams. And now we are seeing Belarus attacking.
They are attacking, but clever interception. Player turns with it for Bo Rangers. Volleys the ball infield. You can sense the defender did a clever work there. And on the far end, the Bo Rangers player was screaming wide to see if he can actually put a foot onto that one, Ibrahim. But there was no way he could actually touch that one. And this time, they've got to look out for another opportunity. A throw in to Bo Rangers. Throw in. Ball quickly being taken. And a quick one. Josman, you look at the way Bo Rangers are playing here this afternoon. They are being very careful. They need to be very much cautious. And that's exactly what I think myself, that they need to be cautious if only they want to get something positive out of this match. But at the moment, it's a wide open contest and any of the teams can take the day.
It is the CAF Club Championship. And you need to take your time because you want to see how best you can secure points that can take you to the next stage of the CAF Club Championship. Bo Rangers are taking their time. And also Belarus coming from Algeria also taking their time. But the fans are still behind their team supporting the drumming here at the Samuel K. Stadium as we're watching.
As SKD Stadium is where the match has been played. It's been used as the artificial home for Bo Rangers in this competition. Remember, Sierra Leone has been away from this competition for over 5 years. And this is a very good comeback. We saw a sister team, FC Cologne, playing yesterday in the Confederations Cup, and they won by a 1-0 against a Benin side.
And it's a touchy one that Bo Rangers are here for a winning, and also Belarus coming all the way from Algeria also here for winning. Seeing one of the teams, that is FC Cologne, won yesterday, and it is signaled that Bo Rangers, they need to see how best they can fight very hard and win to win this particular encounter.
After this week, they'll be next week by this time, they'll be playing there in Algeria, and that's going to be another very tense moment for the Bo Rangers side. But let's see, they need to do something back home and see if they can actually get something positive. The Algerians with the ball. A player turns with it. Tries to go forward. And they're still controlling very well. Dressed in all red. Bo Rangers in their usual colors. Quite an interesting way to see. It's very much colorful here at SKD Stadium in Liberia. A very, very cool atmosphere. It was raining heavily this morning, going on to the day itself. But of course, the rain is off now and everybody seems to be very much okay. We're having the Minister of Sports from Sierra Leone watching this match. And of course, you have the likes of the chairman of Bo Rangers, the national coach of Sierra Leone, John Kista, is also watching this all-important encounter here this afternoon. So it tells you how important this is to Sierra Leone, not just to Bo Rangers, but it's very much important to Sierra Leone, especially now that we're having a team coming from Sierra Leone to represent the country in the African Champions League.
It's really good, and it's really fascinating one, seeing a team or teams into the CAF Club Championship. But today, we are seeing Bo Rangers playing against a team coming from Algeria, but nothing to Belarus and nothing to the players of Borinjas. Two of the teams, they have been attacking, but they're yet to get a goal.
They are yet to get a goal here. The ball goes, goalkeeper. He plays smartly. That was a bit scary because as a goalkeeper, you don't need to be wasting time with the ball in your own area. It's a foul. A foul being committed. Referee giving a verbal caution there. And it's a kick to Bo Rangers. Just inside the half of the Algerians. We'll wait to see now if the Algerians can actually get something positive from this. A defender is going for this kick for Bo Rangers. And it takes a strike. The ball goes. Bo Rangers still with possession. Player tries to volley that one in field. And of course, let's see, he's been dispossessed. He's been dispossessed. Somebody goes with it. It's the Algerians now on the ascendancy. They're coming. They're still inside their own half. But of course, they're trying to tip in created. It's the Algerians who are going deep. Still coming, still holding on to the ball. And a good pass, a brilliant one. But goalkeeper came out of his area, catches that one in an easy fashion, and he sends the ball infield. No, he's still with it. He's still with it. And Josman, the key thing that I'm watching here is that the Algerians are trying to ensure they create the opportunities for themselves to get inside the box of Bo Rangers and then see if they can get something positive.
They are still looking for that breathing space to go through to get their first goal in this particular match as we're watching. But Bo Rangers, they have been defending well. They are taking their time and they want to see how best they can go against their opponents. There is a player who has been outstanding also in this particular encounter. That is Busha and also Kadad for the Algerian. But Bo Rangers, they have in Nazi, who is in 7, is another very outstanding player. He's a player to watch in this encounter.
And let's see. Bo Rangers are moving. They are with possession. Ball being volleyed onto the other end of the field. A player for Bo Rangers, Nasri. He turns with that one. Clever touch. Clever touch. And Josman, that was promising. And that's just what they need to be doing throughout the evening if they want to get something from this match.
Good attacking coming from Bo Rangers. Nasri, he has been one of the troublesome players in this encounter. And he has been attacking. Whenever he's on the ball, he knows what to do. And you just saw that foul coming from the Algerian. Algerian, they need to be careful. But what we are seeing coming from Bo Rangers, it's a signal that they want a goal in this particular encounter.
They need a goal, and that's what they're in search of here this evening. Sierra Leoneans back home, I'm sure you are all trying to see if you can get something positive from this match. A player is down, and it's a kick. It's going to be a kick, Josman. And that foul was, just outside the box. The Algerians themselves need to be very careful because you have the likes of, Nasri, who's playing on the right side of the field. And, of course, he's playing outfield. And when you look at what he's doing, he's somebody that can actually create the moment for his team. And the Algerians have been very cautious of what they're doing in that defensive area. But for me, I think Ibrahim, as he's fondly called, is somebody that is doing extremely well. And for me, I think it just needs to be pushing hard if they are to get something. But so far, it's still nothing. The medics have gone to see the player, but he's been taken off the field. He's been taken off the field. I'm sure he needs some more medical attention. And after that, he might join the team again. Bo Rangers will be very much hopeful that nothing serious happens. And let's see from the far end, Bo Rangers, a player is there. Who's behind the ball, Josman? He's coming for it. He takes a ground up, but not a good one. That wasn't the best of strikes. And it just hit the wall there. So they've got to look out for another moment. Bo Rangers are still pushing very hard. And Josman, that was a wasted effort there by Bo Rangers.
It was a clever piece of defending coming from the Algerian. I said it earlier, two of the teams are taking their time. And whenever we are seeing Bo Rangers are on the ball, the Algerian are defending, and they are defending with up to the attacks. But we are waiting to see who is going to be that the player that we get the opener. As the defenders are currently defending, and also we are seeing the strikers also trying to see how they can settle down and go through towards their opponents.
Referee sounds his whistle, and that's in favor of Bow Rangers. It's in favor of Bow Rangers. But a player is down again. A player is down again for Bow Rangers, and Josman, they keep going down. Abubakar is up again in number 7. Abubakar is up, and I thought he was going through some pain, but he seemed okay. It's good. Sierra Leone is back in the African stage, the continental stage of club football, and this will raise the hopes of youngsters who are trying to play football back in the country. But it's a kick to Rangers. The Elephants, somebody goes there. It takes that one, but settles for a throw-in again to Rangers. And it's man in number 18 there who actually took that kick. And it just settled for a kick, Ishak. And let's just go back, Josman, to Ishak. His progression into this team. He came as an unknown, and now he's made himself very much prominent in the Bow Rangers team.
Yeah, he has been playing well. And they just concluded Sierra Leone Premier League in Sierra Leone. They happen to become the champion in that competition. And he's here today also with Bow Rangers. And they're still attacking Bow Rangers. Don't watch the long kick coming from Bow Rangers. There is Abubakar. It's set for it too.
And for me, I think Abubakar has been the man everybody is looking forward to in number 7 there for Bow Rangers. He's been, the ball's been distributed to him, and everybody is hoping that he can actually make an impression in this particular one. But it's quite a difficult moment for Bow Rangers at this time, because the Algerians are widening their defense. They want to play the high kind of football, but it's not working for them. And now let's see. Algerians with possession, they're coming into the area. But of course, still with possession, the Algerians, Bow Rangers, having so many green shots and shots inside that 18-yard area. A clearance, but not too good, a deflected one. And this time, they've got to go for another clearance. That's a very good one. A very good one this time. And Josman, this is awesome. This is awesome. We're really getting things done the way they are supposed to go for this particular encounter. We're here in the commentary booth, courtesy of Intel Sports, and they're bringing you the coverage of the match itself, and you've been able to watch a live stream on Facebook.
Yeah. It's really good here at the SK Stadium. But it's a beautiful dribbling coming from Bow Rangers as they are currently attacking to see how best they can get the opener. It's not into Bow Rangers and not into the Algerian. Both of the teams have been playing well, and it's 37 minutes gone in this particular encounter as we're watching.
It's 37 minutes gone in the match so far. Nothing for either side, but a man goes down for Bow Rangers. And of course, we wait to see. But it's far off. Nothing to worry about yet. It depends on the way he's going to pass this one, because I'm sure he's going to make a pass instead of taking it directly to the goalkeeper. Referee resounds his whistle for the kick to be retaken. And Josman, this is quite fascinating. Sierra Leone's football is beginning to take the center stage again. And just this year, just last year, I think when we saw the national team, was it? Or early this year, that we saw the national team playing in the African Cup of Nations, and now we're beginning to see club football on the center stage again. But I think it's good for the development of football in Sierra Leone.
Most of the players are spotted from the just concluded Sierra Leone Premier League, and we are seeing most of those players are doing very good job in terms of footballing. Today, we are seeing here Bow Rangers coming from Sierra Leone against the Algerian, and they're having a kick now, Bow Rangers, and it's 38 minutes gone as we are still in the first 45 minutes of play.
And Bow Rangers will be going for this kick just inside the half of CRB. Ball quickly being taken. And they're going now this time, but no, they've been stopped in the process. And Rangers have got some defending to do. They're doing that cleverly in the midfield area. A jam-packed midfield, having the Algerians and the Bo Rangers players all battling it out in that defensive area. But it's still quite an interesting one. And very much challenging for the two sides. None has been able to find the back of the net yet. And you can see assistant coach of Bo Rangers there, Alaji Abedi, is down there and giving instructions to the boys. But this is something that he's used to. He's been doing that throughout the time, and now Bo Rangers are building up now. Referee sounds his whistle again. And Bo Rangers, I think the way they're beginning to build up is quite an interesting one. And this is just what they need. Look at the foul there. That's another foul. They've been forcing the Algerians to be playing fouls here this afternoon.
That is exactly what we are seeing at the SK Stadium. And Bo Rangers are pressing to get the opener. We also been seeing Cisse, the goalkeeper for Bo Rangers, that is Cisse, is yet to concede a goal. And also the goalkeeper for the Algerian is also yet to concede a goal. And we have been seeing technical football here at the SK Stadium.
Wow. Samuel Kayando Stadium is where the match is being played, in case you're just joining us this afternoon or this evening for the streaming of this match. It's quite an interesting one that we're witnessing, and it's still nothing for either side here. Algerians in their own half, they're picking up possession, building from their own half, and they're going gradually midway into the half of the Bo Rangers team. Coming. Oh, handball there by the goalkeeper. There was no way he was going to control himself. The way he came out, he was in a high speed, and there was no way he was going to be able to stop himself from going over the line. And that has cost him a free kick now. And let's see if he's okay. Oh, that was a bit scary. Josman, I saw you watching, and it was good. Watching from the stands, you can sense that fans were very much quiet, waiting to see the end part of it. But that's the strike.
Coming from the standing, in terms of possessing the ball here at the SK Stadium, but as we are giving you commentaries, it's nothing to Bo Rangers and nothing to CRB.
Nothing to the two sides, and we have 43 minutes gone. And with that in mind, it means the two teams might just settle for a stalemate before the break itself, and then maybe after the recess, we might see a much more open game than what we're seeing in this first half.
That tells you the technical men, they need to do something here for the fans that are watching, and also people across the world that are following this encounter coming from two of the teams. But it's really interesting seeing the players are still attacking, pressing. We have seen Isheka, he has been very outstanding, and also Saiduba and that of Lamin Kagbo, and also Abubakar Bangwa, that is a man in 7. But let's watch this now.
They are making do with what they have, and it's hard to believe these are all players who've played in the Sierra Leone Premier League, and they are now in the bigger stage. A foul in the process. They are now in the bigger stage, and I think those that have not featured in this match must be hoping that in the future they can actually play in this. I saw Talibe on the stands. You know, he's not dressed today, and it means he's not going to be part of it.
Rangers, they are the host. That is why we are seeing this match is playing here at SK Stadium, and also we have been seeing two of the teams are still working to see how best they can get that first goal, as we are still in the 44 minutes gone, as we are still watching. But both of the teams are playing well, but we are still waiting for that player that we get the opener. But it's nothing to Rangers. Algeria now are attacking.
They're attacking and they're going deep. A player just on the line there, just outside the half, but it's been cleared. That's a clever piece of defending. And this time it's Ibrahim Toure who puts a foot onto that one. The Algerians are still coming. They keep knocking. They're asking questions and they're looking forward to answers to be provided here this evening, but it's still nothing to write home about.
They need to be careful of the man that is striking for the Algerian. They know persistent pressure will lead to goal. That is why we are seeing them still attacking. Let's watch the replay. You can see that it was a clever piece of defending coming from Rangers.
Perfect defending, but still very much tight. And we're in for the stoppage time, which is just 1 minute.
It's very interesting. Very interesting, yeah. But what we are seeing coming from two of the goalkeepers are talking to the defenders that you need to have that confidence. But let's watch the replay. If you watch the replay now, you can see that flag raised from the
extreme end, yeah. There was a flag that was raised, but the referee was not paying attention to the assistant referee. But it's been taken, and quickly the Rangers are trying to build up on that. Well, they just need to maintain now. If you can't score, and then you don't need to allow a goal to be scored against you at this time of the match, especially when they are almost going for the recess.
We have been the Minister of Sports coming all the way from Sierra Leone. Is also watching. It all ended for the first 45 minutes.
That's it. That's the end of the first half. And it's quite an interesting one. And of course, Algerian champions playing against the Sierra Leonean champions here this afternoon. And we wait to see how this one goes. But the head coach of Rangers has been in the stands as well.
Yeah. That's what we are seeing here. And it was a beautiful match. In the first 45 minutes, two of the teams, they played very well, but are yet to see how best they can get a goal, because the fans that are here want to see that goal, and it will be very good in the first match seeing a team win a particular match. But two of the teams, they played very well. They attacked to see how best they can get the opener. They're able to work. We are waiting to see what is going to be the outcome in the second 45 minutes. We also having the Minister of Sports from Sierra Leone, Ibrahim Lenke, is here also watching. We're having the Secretary General from the Sierra Leone Football Association. They're all here watching this particular encounter. We're also having dignitaries that are watching this entertaining fixtures.
It's been quite an interesting one, but unfortunately for the head coach of Rangers, he had to be on the stands because he hasn't got the qualifications to be on the sideline. So Alhaji Fore is the man who's taking charge of every action here this afternoon. So it's quite an interesting moment to see.
It tells you he has a huge task to see how best he can win this particular encounter. I think it all depends on the players to put themselves down to see how they can have that goal in the second half. But both of the teams, they played well in the first 45 minutes. And also we saw Ishak, he played very well, he defended well. We also see Saiduba try to see how best he can get the cross to see Rangers get that player, but he didn't able to work. We are waiting to see in the second half what it's going to look like.
Are you expecting early changes for the second half before we go for the break? Are you expecting some early changes for Rangers side?
All that depends to the technical men or the head coach currently as we are speaking, that is taking the responsibility of Rangers. But they're having the players. It all depends what they are going to do in the second half. They played very well. Most of the fans that are here really appreciate them to see how best they can get that goal. We saw Abubakar. He's a very outstanding player, a very young guy, and he has been pressing to get that opener. He's able to work in the first 45 minutes. We are waiting what is going to be the outcome in the second half between the two teams. That is Rangers and CR.
Now, Josman, I think we're going back into the match itself whilst we're on the recess. we're going back into the match itself. Let's have some, key moments in this particular match. There was one scary moment in which Abubakar actually got close inside the box, and he just needed to actually pass the ball and then get the right man for a difference to be made. But unfortunately, it never worked out. But we're going to be watching some few highlights that we'll be talking on, and these are the sticking points in the match itself. So we're going to watch a few moments here and then tell our fans what we think about those particular takes. But it was quite challenging. In case you're just joining us, it's Bo Rangers. It's Bo Rangers who are playing today, host to the Algerians, and the champions from Algeria are here, and they're giving their very best. The two sides are giving themselves a run for their money here, and that's just what we're expecting.
That is what we're expecting in the first 45 minutes. It was really good for two of the teams. We also see, as I said earlier, Lamin Kagbo is a player to watch, but let's watch the replay.
Now take a look. Take a look at this. It was Bo Rangers, one of their moments, but then no way there. You see, these are the kind of moments we're looking forward to in this particular encounter. It's still very much tight, but there's nothing yet for the two sides to write home about. But that was a brilliant move by Bo Rangers.
The players of Bo Rangers, they are protesting for a penalty, but the referee saw it all, and you're seeing they're pressing with that confidence, Bo Rangers, and it went wide over the crossbar. It was really good.
I think these are the type of things we need to see in this match. Look at this other one. You see, goalkeeper Ibrahim had to go twice for that ball. And for me, I think it only takes an agile goalkeeper to actually stop that one from going into the back of the net.
If you take a look at the running coming from Cisse, coming from his goal area, and then comes in to stop the attacking that is coming from the IG, and it's really good. But when you take a look at this, look at the header coming from one of the players for the IG, and it tells you it was a really match we're watching.
It was really an intense encounter. The first half has been very, very entertaining. But folks, keep watching. It's Intel Sports that are bringing you this live stream, and I'm pretty sure you're having the actions the way it is supposed to be. If you have your smart TV, all you need to do is to do the the casting, and you'll be able to watch the match like as though you're watching it from a television coverage. But it's quite an interesting moment, and I think this is just what we need to be saying here this evening. We're going for a quick break. Myself and my man, Joseph Conte. When we come back, we'll be giving you more commentaries and analysis. program live for Sierra Leoneans back home to see what's happening. And this is just very good. We are waiting to confirm whether the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation is also doing the same. But Ibrahim, Abubakar in 17 is down. And the medics are being called upon. Everybody that matters SKD Stadium to witness this particular encounter. And just, man, for me, I think this is such a good way to encourage the boys. Bo Rangers, the officials have been doing their best in Sierra Leone. Well, they happen to be one of the teams that is very much organized in terms of administration. And the Algerians, of course, this is not a new name in the CAF Champions League. So coming into this Champions League for the very first time. But I tell you, being there for the very first time doesn't mean you shouldn't play to win. You know, and that's exactly what they're demonstrating. But let's see, it's a kick to Rangers, and it's quickly been taken. Somebody screams wide. It's a big man in number 8, Jazzy Ibrahim. He gets his man in 11. Oh, wasted effort there. He needed not to have done that. I think what you just need to do is send the ball into the box and then allow the players to scramble for it. But at the end of the day, what he did was a wasted effort, and now the Algerians are with possession.
It was a good dribbling coming from two-way Ibrahim man in 8, and also knocks that one to Sophia Kaloko. Abubakar, that is man in 7, was waiting for the cross to come in, but the knocks coming from Sophia Kaloko was not a good one, and it's set for good quickly be playing coming from the Algerian.
Well, it's 0-0. In the second half of this match, it's 0-0. And the two teams are playing to see if they can get something positive from this match. I'm sure the Algerians would have been hoping that at this point in time, they should have gotten themselves the first goal. But Bo Rangers seem to be very stubborn. They are adamant in allowing these guys from getting a goal here. And they just need to maintain this momentum of the match, giving away possession. And a foul in the process. A foul in the process. I thought the referee was not going to see that one. A card is going to be shown. Yes, it has been shown. I don't think the referee had wanted to show the yellow. But what happened is that the Algerian made a comment there, and the referee wasted no time but to brandish the yellow flag.
It was unfair challenge.
The yellow card, sorry.
Yeah, it was an unfair challenge coming from Algerian, and it settled for kick to Bo Rangers. We are seeing Saidouba dictating the pace in the midfield area. He has been connecting his players to see how best they can build up that confidence to get that opener. We are in the second half within the two teams. We are right here at the SKD Stadium. It's 0 to Bo Rangers and 0 to CRB. Both of the teams, they have been playing well. They are taking their time. They are having the players. Sophia Kaloko is yet to settle down. I think the defenders, they know the player. That is why we are seeing them. Sophia Kaloko is keeping the defenders in their area to see how best to go through towards their opponents. But yeah, it has been good. We are seeing substitution effective. We are seeing players are warming up for Bo Rangers, but it's 0 to Bo Rangers and 0 to CRB.
And look at the players on the bench for Bo Rangers. It means they still have, a whole lot of materials to utilize this evening if they are to get something positive. But this is to make it known to Sierra Leoneans that football is back at its top level in Sierra Leone, because we're returning back to the African stage. Just recently, the national team Leone Stars was in the African Cup of Nations, the TotalEnergies African Cup of Nations, and now we're having clubs representing the country in the African stage as well. The Confederations Cup yesterday, we saw FC Calon winning away in Benin, and today we're seeing Bo Rangers playing against the CRB from Algeria, and that's quite an interesting one. But a foul, referee had sounded his whistle earlier for a kick to the Algerians. A kick to the Algerians, and man in 2 returns the pass. A player volleys it. That's the trick. They are very, very tactical in the way they are doing things here. But Bo Rangers winning possession. Abubakar in number 7 finds his man on the far end. That's a good pass. Abubakar Kanu. They seem to be switching positions left and right. And this time somebody goes on the far end. It's Bo Rangers. The ball being set. No, that was sluggish. It wasn't the best of passes. I think they need to do better. but it was deflected in the process and settles for a corner. Josman, these are the set pieces that these guys need to be utilizing.
If they continue having this one, I think it will be right for them. We are seeing Abubakar Kano, that is man in 17, to also Abubakar Bangua in 7. They have been connecting well, and they have been CRBS. They can go through towards their opponent's half, and they have in a corner now. So many players in red and white waiting for the delivery. Good officiating coming from the center man.
Well, the guys in green will be hopeful that this one comes to somebody's head. And look at Ibrahim in 8. They're tussling it. They're tussling for positions in that 18-yard area. But the Algerians are being cautioned. Referee says they need to be careful of what they're doing. A kick. Corner for Bo Rangers. Ball being taken. The ball comes in. And somebody volleys it back. Rangers. Sofian. He takes that one, but being cleared. And the Algerians are ensuring that they leave no stone unturned this time. But let's see. On the far end, referee sounds his whistle for a throw-in to the Algerians. It's a throw-in. It's a throw-in to the Algerians. And the ball comes. It's man in 22. Algerians picking up possession inside the half, but it settles for a throw-in to Bo Rangers. Bo Rangers. And Josman, we are having 59 minutes on the clock, but there's still so much time for either of these two sides to score.
Yeah, it's football we are watching. Anything can happen. Abubakar is running down to keep control, and he does. He's still attacking for Bo Rangers. Are they going to score this one? Watch is coming from Bo Rangers. Abubakar Kano. The ball hits the post.
What a strike! That could have just been the curtain raiser there, but I tell you, it hit the post, and that's just what they need to keep doing. That was a good one from Abubakar. He dribbled well. The strike was exceptional. And that was a professional way of doing things. But of course, Bo Rangers would have to look out for another glorious moment. Look at the ball again. Look at it again. A very good play. Deep inside the 18-yard area. And that was superb delivery.
Good dribbling coming from Abubakar Kano in 17. He's a player to watch. From what we are seeing from afar, he's seriously suffering from pain. He's still down. That is Abubakar, man in 17. He has been playing well. And we saw that good dribbling coming from the young man. He's a player to watch. He has caught the eyes of so many fans that are here at the SK Stadium. And 60 minutes gone as we are in the second half of play between the two teams. 0 to Bo Rangers and 0 to CRB.
I think a yellow has been shown to the Algerian again. I think it's the assistant referee who drew the attention of the referee. He actually gave him the advice to show yellow to the Algerian. The Algerians need to be careful. They've received a couple of yellows, and they need to be very much careful of what they're doing now. If you're watching, whether it's on one of the national televisions, you're watching this match courtesy of Intel Sports live in Liberia. They are giving us a live stream. And it was good that the executive of Bo Rangers had to do such arrangements because people back home need to be watching these matches. Abubakar in number 17, Kanu, still needs some medical attention. He seems to be warming up and he's okay again. The Gambian referee is a no-nonsense man. He's been in total control of this match. A throw quickly being taken. And Rangers, they've always been on the ring. That was a handling. It was a handball. It was a handball. And of course, it was indeed a handball. Seeing it again from the replay, it confirms exactly. But a kick. Saiduba is going for this kick. What are these Algerians doing? They keep being complacent here this afternoon.
They need to be careful, African teacher. But what we are seeing coming from Bo Rangers, the Algerians, they are under pressure. Are they going to withhold that pressure that is coming from Bo Rangers? But let's watch the skipper now.
It's Saiduba, the skipper of Bo Rangers. Saiduba being very careful of what he's going to do. He's going to take the kick. Saiduba. Ow! It wasn't a good one, but it was too high.
The anticipation was good, but the delivery was not a signal for the players of the Algerian. What we are seeing coming from Algerians, they need to be careful because the attacking that is coming from Bo Rangers, it's a signal that they wanted a goal in this particular encounter. But we are in the second half between the two teams. It's nil to Bo Rangers and nil to CRB. 63 minutes gone.
0-0 is the scoreline here, and we're now into the 63rd minute of the match. Over an hour now we've been playing, and nothing yet. Myself and Josman, we almost had a moment when we would have shouted for goal here this evening, but nothing yet for either side. Algerians, CRB, in their defense. Player picks that one up, turns around, gets his teammate on the near side. They're still with it inside their own half. It's an artificial turf, but it seemed very, very good this afternoon. Or rather this evening. I keep saying this afternoon. I don't know if it's because the sun is still out. But Abubakar in 7 gets it back for his teammates. Rangers, they've always been on the range back home in the domestic league. But here today, they found it very difficult. I think the next season of the Sierra Leone Premier League is going to be very much intense. We're having 3 relegated sides and now 3 newly promoted sides. But Bo Rangers are attacking. Saiduba, he makes a brilliant pass. Abubakar. Oh, Sufyan was almost putting a foot onto that one. But it was deflected. A deflected one there. And Bo Rangers will be looking for this moment. But a foul. A foul in the process. Referee sounds his whistle. It's in favor of the Algerians CRB team. And these are the champions of Algeria. They are the champions of Algeria. Let's see. The ball has been taken inside the half of Bo Rangers. It's man in 22. That was the replay you were watching there. And it was a miss that we saw. But the Algerians now building up inside the half of Bo Rangers. Player picks it. And what they keep doing is to tighten the midfield for Bo Rangers, not to penetrate. And they are moving tactically. They're being slow in terms of the way they're moving and trying to penetrate into the half of Bo Rangers or into the 18-yard area. But Bo Rangers are being very, very much constructive in the kind of defending they're doing at the moment. So let's see. It's quite a good one. And settles for a goal kick. Josman, the Algerians haven't been able to get the best of moments yet in this match.
In the first half, it was good for them, but in the second half, they are yet to settle down. We are seeing Saiduba, the skipper for Bo Rangers, is dictating the pace in the midfield area. Look what we are seeing Saiduba is doing, but trying to see how it can connect Abubakar, but the Algerians now are attacking.
I think what they keep doing here, Bo Rangers, is the fact that they keep giving away possession easily. You know, when they're on the ball, they do extremely well, but they keep giving away possession. And for me, I think this is something they need to avoid, especially when they go inside their own area, because the more you give the possession away to your opponent, it becomes threatening for your own side.
I think they need to continue with that confidence. They started here at the SK Stadium. 2 players for the Algerians are warming up, and they're trying to see how best they can come on for the Algerians. It's 0 to Algerians and nothing to Bo Rangers, coming all the way from Sierra Leone here at the SKD Stadium.
SKD Stadium is where the match is being played. Ball being volleyed, but a good one for the defensive header there. And man in 22, Darami Noble. And it turns with it. It's still Darami who sends it on the far end, but no, not to the intended player. It was somebody in red who actually picked up that possession. And now let's see. Ball goes. Clever piece of defending. This is beautiful from that defender of Bo Rangers.
We honestly agree with you. It's a clever piece of defending. Substitution is affecting Siagbe. 67 minutes gone. We are into the second half within the two teams. They are still pressing to get the opener, as we are watching here at the SKD Stadium. Both of the teams. We are having the Minister of Sports from Sierra Leone is here. That is
and officials from the FA are also here. Yeah. And it tells you how important this is. And it's not just Bo Rangers officials who are here, but we also have officials from other teams. I saw the chairman of Eastern Tigers watching from the stands as well.
It tells you the significance of these fixtures.
And the newly appointed chairman, I think team manager of the under-17 side, Salim, is also here watching. And these are all very important people around the game of football. They are all here to witness this particular encounter. And this is what we want to be seeing in Sierra Leone. Ibrahim Sisse with that one. Sends it infield. And Saiduba puts a head onto it. Ball bounces. And it's going over the line for a throw. It's a throw in favor of Rangers, the Sierra Leonean side. It's over 5 years. Sierra Leone has not been participating in this competition. Not even the Confederations Cup. Ishak with that throw. A good one. Rangers trying to penetrate into that 18-yard area. Ow! Ball hitting Noble. But it seemed okay again. And the ball bounces. It comes off the head of an Algerian. And remember, the Algerians have just brought in 2 fresh legs. Very good piece of defending. Commanding one as well. And I think that was brilliant from the side of Bo Rangers. Clever piece of defending. It's 22-man who goes for the throw. Takes it. And the Algerians starting to build up again. Bo Rangers don't need to be relying on this kind of play. To play on the break is very much risky. When you're having an opponent you're playing against who are being very much constructive in what they're doing. And I think that's why they keep being on the back foot, Bo Rangers, and the Algerians keep coming very close to their area.
Man 9, that is Mansari. He has been outstanding since the starting of the match here at the SKD Stadium. Watch the Algeria now. A time to see how best they can go through to get that opener. It's nil to Siagbe, nil to Bo Rangers.
A good one. The Algerians again. Somebody picks that one up. I think the best Bo Rangers could do is, if we can't get a goal, you know, I'm sure that's what they will be saying to themselves. If we can't score, let's not allow these Algerians to get a goal. And that's exactly what they're working towards at the moment. But the Algerians are still battling it out. A good defending. Constructive one as well. Rangers. Can this be a build-up? No. A player is down. In number 11 jersey for Bo Rangers. Kaloko Sufyan. Kaloko Sufyan is down. He's been down for a moment before the referee saw him. And they were almost on the verge of making another good move. But unfortunately for Rangers, the referee had to recall the play because a player is down. And that's Sufyan Kaloko in number 11 jersey for Rangers. And Josman, this is just a moment players normally look out for them to actually cool off, especially after some momentous moments in the match.
But it was a challenge. The referee didn't see that one, and we saw Sufyan Kaloko goes down, and he's up again to continue the match. But it's still nil to Siagbe, nil to Bo Rangers. We are into the second half, 71 minutes gone, as we are here at the SKD Stadium in Liberia. We are Bo Rangers are hosting their match, and the technical men are talking to the players that you need to score, despite two of the teams have been playing well, but are yet to get a goal.
They are yet to get a goal. The two sides. I think these guys are being, they're beginning to frustrate the referee in this match. And you don't need to be doing that. Even when the referee was instructing the player to go backward, he refuses. I am foreseeing these Algerians to be in trouble if they are not careful here this evening. Ball being positioned for a kick to Bo Rangers. And who's going for this one? It's Mansare Saido. But this time it's going to be a throw-in. It's man in number 14 jersey for Bo Rangers. Kamara, who's going for this one, is going to be taking. You need a long one, like their former captain, Mori Aliu, normally does for them. Let's see. A strike, but no way. Clearance coming in. And of course, ball being pushed forward. Bo Rangers again in a promising area. No, too much. It was too strong a pass. And there was no way the player could do that one. Bo Rangers are going to introduce a fresh leg. Bangura is coming off. Bangura comes off. And Joseph is being introduced. Sofian Kaloko himself will be coming off. Abu Kome is going to be introduced. I'm sure they're trying to build on the attack now, Josman, because when you look at the kind of substitution they've made, it's like they want to add some more life in attack.
Abu Kome is a very outstanding player. He knows what to do whenever he's on the ball. That's why we are seeing Bo Rangers are bringing on Abu Kome. It tells you they needed a goal in this particular encounter. And also, Joseph is now in for Bo Rangers. But nil to Bo Rangers and nil to Siagui.
Wow. Well, the inclusion of these two players might just add some more life onto this team. But the referee had sounded his whistle. He had sounded his whistle for a kick. It's Rangers. I remember back then we've had the likes of the FC Cologne, you know, the mighty Blackpool, Eastern Lions, Sports Authority have all played. They've all had a taste of the Champions League in the past. And today it's Bo Rangers who are representing Sierra Leone. But I think I love the development, the rapid development that is currently happening in this Bo Rangers team. You know, they started off, I think it was in 2018-19 season when they had a new executive that took over the helm, and they actually injected some freshness into the team. And today they've become a household name in Sierra Leone. They're challenging for titles, and this is just what we want to be seeing in Sierra Leone. We're beginning to have a competitive league back home, and if it continues like that, I'm seeing a competitive league playing in that country, then it will be good for Sierra Leone's football development. But at the moment, I think what we are seeing is a team representing the country here, and people back home are waiting to see what's happening. But the kick has been quickly taken, and now Rangers are going forward. They're going forward. A player puts a foot onto it, but no, not in the interest of the referee. And he's sounded his whistle there. Ball quickly being taken by the Algerians. Referee sounds his whistle again. He sounds his whistle again. And the Algerians are going to take the kick just inside their own half. And it's quickly being taken. Doing the passing game inside their own half. And the freshman who just came in, Kome, he's got some gas. And he's doing some good runs, but has not been able to put a foot onto the ball yet. They're going. Referee sounds his whistle. Referee sounds his whistle. in a very challenging area. And Josman, that's the foul. That's the foul we are seeing again. And it's a kick.
It tells you they need to be watchful of our man in 24, the Aegean player. He has been attacking. You have been seeing the player is very outstanding in the attacking area for the Aegean, and he's still looking forward for that opener. But let's wait and see what is going to be the outcome of this kick from the Aegean. Chile getting us here. It's nil to Siagbe and nil to Boranger. Substitution is affecting the Algerian.
Player number 6 is going to be introduced by the Algerians. And that's Zakaria. Oh, Bakir Islam in number 8 jersey has been introduced. It's not 6. It's Bakir who's been introduced. And he's going to help the team this time. And let's just see if he can actually do something positive here. He's a midfielder. Bakir. He's a midfielder for the Algerians. But he's coming before, he's been introduced before the kick. So let's see, ball being from the north part of Africa. We've seen them in the past using that against Sierra Leone. And today it's a club, not the national team. It's a club that is playing here. You're having 2 players behind the ball. Ball. 22 man is there. And that's Belkitir. He leaves it for man in number 25. That wasn't the best of strikes. He just sent that one onto the wall. But the player is down for Bo Rangers. The man the ball hit during the free kick. Well, there's now time for the referee to pay attention to the man who's down. Kome is down. And that's the man who just came in. No, I don't think it's Kome. The man who just came in is fresh. And he's standing with the attack, with the defenders. And waiting to see what will happen. The technical director of Bo Rangers is part of the bench. And he's also helping. He's somebody that is very much active there in that particular team. And AKB, as he's fondly called, Abdul Karim Bangura, Alaji Fore, is in charge this evening. And this is just what we might be seeing throughout the period Bo Rangers will be serving in this African Champions League. Because Fore will be in control. That's it. Ibrahim putting a head onto that one. Bo Rangers still with possession. Ball goes and settles for a corner kick. Bo Rangers having a corner kick. And the kick is going to be taken. Kamara. Oh, it's a throw-in. It's a throw-in. It went actually by the corner flank. And I thought it was. But ball quickly being taken. Just enough for goalkeeper. Goalkeeper Alexis. Guidon Alexis is the man. Let's see. if Alexis will continue like that, but the ball is in play. Rangers still inside.
Be 81 minutes gone.
It's 82 now, Josman. 82. Joseph Conte alongside Alexander Tula, Kedi Stadium, Samuel Kayondo Stadium in Liberia. A good one. An infringement in the prospect could do about off the top. But the medics are there. Both Rangers are hopeful that nothing serious happens to any of their players. And you have Jofian, who happens to be the captain of this Algerian side, all involving themselves in play. Goalkeeper has been asked to take the ball a bit behind, and that's exactly what he has done. It's a skipper this time. I was just talking of him. Jofian sends that one for man in 5. And Hussein is in number 5 jersey. Nothing yielded from that move. 84 minutes gone. Both Rangers still holding on to this. And the remaining minutes are still very vital in a football match. There could still be moments in that period for goals to be scored. Not even one. Goals can be scored. And the closest the team has gone so far to get a goal was when the ball hits the post in the second half of play. Referee says play on. The Algerians beginning to apply some physique in this match. And the porous defense being beaten this time. The Algerians, can they make use of this? Nothing to write home for. That was another glorious moment for the Algerians. CRB, Josman, they missed a well-constructed movement. They build up from the midfield, going forward, but of course they wasted that chance. And goalkeeper Ibrahim wasn't threatened.
Both Rangers, they need to be business-minded. We are not much seeing about Kakano, that is man in 17, that is the attacking for Both Rangers. And what we are seeing coming from the Algerians, they are still pressing. Persistent pressure will lead to goal, but let's watch this now.
I think they've changed their way of play, the Algerians. Now, Both Rangers picking up possession. Somebody comes with that one. They're building up well. This could be trouble. Kamara still pushing forward. He's been beaten onto it. A defender was right there, and it's a throw. Pressure on the side of the Algerians. Joseph in 25, the man who just came in, he came in with Kome, and Joseph is beginning to show why he's been brought into this match. It's man in 14, Kamara, who takes the throw. Referee sounds his whistle. Referee sounds his whistle. Our man in the technical room here is also watching. And he's been very active whenever Both Rangers is playing. He's been doing extremely well. I think everybody involved around this team is giving his best to ensure this team reaches the highest peak.
His name is Josephus. He's serving as one of the engineers. And he has been working to see we can have a very good coverage here at the SKD Stadium. We also have been the Minister of Sports from Sierra Leone, Ibaye Lenke, the Secretary General of the Sierra Leone Football Association. They're also here. But it's nil to Both Rangers and nil to CRB. It's 87 minutes gone.
87 minutes gone now. Still no goal. Kome picking that wall well. He made a good run. Ball being volleyed, but no, that was too much. They need to be constructive. Both Rangers, they need to be promising if they want to make a difference in this match. they are playing against a very, very technical side.
The chemistry is not working for them. I think the technical men, they need to talk to the players. They need to calm down to see how best you can see that organized football here at the SKD Stadium. It's nil to Bo Rangers, nil to CRB. We are in the second half, 87 minutes gone.
88 minutes gone, and still nothing for the two sides. It's a throw-in. A throw-in, referee points. It's in favor of the Sierra Leonean side, Bo Rangers. They are coming from the southern part of Bo, and their nickname is the Elephant. I remember some years back, they were called Bogari, you know, one of the favorite foodstuff in Sierra Leone. And let's see if they can actually make a difference here. Their first time in this competition, a win for them. Their name will be in the history books of the CAF Champions League, coming into the competition for the very first time and winning for the very first match. It's a plus for them as well. But nothing yet for Bo Rangers and nothing for CRB from Algeria. Joseph, it's just a minute more away from due regulation time, and we don't know what's going to be added this time. The first half, we saw 1 minute being added. We don't know what's going to be added this time.
What is needed now is extra commitment in this particular encounter, because they haven't played well, but they're yet to get a goal.
They've played well, but no goal yet. And it's only when you score goals that you show how best you've played. But at the moment, none of these two sides have been able to find the back of the net. Bo Rangers hitting the post. Substitution on CRB. Man in number 24 is going to be withdrawn. Man in 24 has been withdrawn. Anayo. And that's Avivala. He's been withdrawn and been introduced. It's man in number 19. Man in number 19, Sadi. Sadi is being introduced. And let's see. Bo Rangers fans are waiting for that moment. And 2 minutes additional time. One for the first half. I don't know if it's because it was the first half, they added 1 minute. And because it's in the second half, they've added 2 minutes.
Well, that has to deal with the discussion of the fourth man. But it has been good here at the SKD Stadium. It's nil to Bo Rangers, nil to CRB. Both of the teams are still pressing to get that opener. It has been good. And if it ends like this, it will be good for CRB, because Bo Rangers, they are the host for this particular encounter.
They are the host, but as well, Josman, I think technically I would say it will be a good result for Bo Rangers, because this is the very first time and they are playing against a team that has been there on several occasions.
Yeah, I will honestly agree with you. The attacking that is coming from Bo Rangers, it tells you that a lot has been done in the team. And what we are seeing now, we are seeing man in 14 is a very outstanding player. He has been pressing, getting the cross for his teammate to see how best they can get that up here. But it's nil to Bo Rangers and nil to CRB.
Another throw to Bo Rangers. Kamara with the ball in number 14, Jazzy steps back, takes a throw. An infringement in the process, but not in the interest of the referee. Referee says it's a corner kick. It is a corner kick. I think Bo Rangers want to keep the play inside the area of the Algerians. And for me, I think that's a good way of ending a match of this nature.
We are waiting to see whether if CRB are going to with all that pressure that is coming from Bo Rangers, and Abubakar Kanu is set to take the corner now. So many players clad in green and red waiting for the delivery.
It's all over. It's going to be over very soon, but Bo Rangers have introduced Fogbawa. Fogbawa has been introduced in number 6 jersey. He's been given a taste of this match, and let's see. That's a good header, but not enough to make a difference. Bo Rangers again. Goodness me, side netting, Josman. And that could have just been a very, very big moment for Bo Rangers. You killed the match with a goal. That would have been something much talked about, and these Algerians would have been frustrated.
It was a near miss, good header, coming from Bo Rangers, but it's still nil to Bo Rangers, nil to CRB.
I'm sure Babadi Kamara, the chairman of Bo Rangers, the other executive members will be hopeful that the future is still promising, and this is such a good way of ending a match. Bo Rangers have done it, and they've played their first match, and it has ended in a stalemate, 0-0. Well, technically, if you look at it, Josman, it is still possible that they can still go out there and get a 1-1 draw and qualify to the next stage.
Yeah, honestly, I agree with you. They're having the resources, they're having the players with confidence. It's all ended here at the SKD Stadium, and both of the teams, they're having the players. We are looking forward for the second match. What is going to be the outcome? But both of the teams, they played well here at the SKD Stadium, and it's really good for two of the teams. And also, the players, they are very outstanding in terms of possession.
Well, they've played well, and I think that's all they could play. That's all they could give out in this match, Bo Rangers, and they've given their best, and the best has ended in a 0-0 draw. So I'm pretty sure they need to work on a very, very highly technical game now, going into the return leg in Algeria. It means they need to first score in Algeria and force the Algerians to be looking out for goals. Otherwise, it's going to be costly for them.